Okay, so Manchester United salvaging, shall we say, a point there after what looked like it could have been a loss for them. Nottingham Forest will have thought that was the way too. What's your assessment of what you saw today?
I don't like that word salvaging, because at half-time they were absolutely smoking cigars. I couldn't see how Forest were getting back into this game. I mean, Man United was so comfortable. They must have been sitting drinking their tea or whatever it is they have at half-time, thinking, we can't possibly lose to this lot. We can't. And then, of course, as he said, they come out at the start of the second half and they're not at it. And they lose 2 goals. Not from particularly good play from Forest. As I said in the highlight, it's 2 balls thrown in the box and they've ended up with 2 goals. But Man United 100% deserve to take something from the game. And probably over the 90 minutes, I thought they were the better side. So Amorim should be disappointed they didn't win this game. I'm kind of a little surprised at his attitude there, because I think they should have won it. I thought they were the better side.
Sounds like you agree with Stevie, Frank.
I do, because I think they lost 2 points. They lost 2 points because of 5 minutes of absences, and that's the truth. And we saw that they were dominating the game, and they should have won. And Ahmad should have scored a second goal. That was a pity, because Selfs made a big mistake. The goalkeeper should have kept the ball and decided to punch it away. But Ahmad was unfortunate in that matter. You know, but I really think that Manchester United had a good game, deserved to win that game, but lost 2 points. I just want to go back to, I know I love details, but on the second goal, on the Ahmad's goal, it's funny to see Bruno Fernandes asking Ahmad to center or going more central, because he was a little bit on the right side with the corner, before the corner, and he asked him to center himself a little bit more, and he was exactly spot on for the volley that he made. So the captain did his job as well, and I love seeing the players talking to each other before set pieces, and it made the difference today. But again, they lost 2 points, but they should get confidence because of that game. They know where they have to improve, but they know they are getting better.
So no issue with the controversial corner then. Sean Dyche is very annoyed about this tonight. He says that VAR should be able to intervene in situations like this.
No, come on, we can't have VAR intervening all the time. I'll tell you, I was thinking about it at the time, because the only reason I would have a problem with it was if the linesman gave it. Because the linesman is about 50 yards away over there. He's got a goal in front of him. Mm-hmm. There's no possible way that linesman can see across and give a ball like that being out. There's just no way. And a lot of them do it all the time. So I'd love to know whether it was the linesman or the referee. If it was the referee, then you know what? The referee has to make decisions. Sometimes he gets it right, sometimes he gets it wrong. And I know what Frank's going to say, but an old coach of mine, Ronnie Moran, if anybody came into our dressing room after a situation like that and said a word about it, he would cut the legs off straight away and say, you still got to defend the corner, son. That's why you lost the goal. And because you've got. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Frank, referees get decisions wrong all the time, right? And so, from the referee's point of view, he thinks that's out, he's going to give it out. As I said, if the linesman 50 yards away is giving it, I've got a problem. But you can't go blaming the referee.
No, I'm not blaming the referee. I'm just saying that the ref should have gone to the VAR, because it was on the corner. That's it. And you cannot talk about the mistake that the defender made, or Nottingham Forest made, because that corner should never have existed. That's the only thing I say. And after the goal, you have to check if there was a corner. And you check, and you see that the ball is still on. Doesn't matter if it's millimeters or whatever it can be. It's not a corner, so goal should be disallowed. And I'm with Sean Dyche. I can be pissed off because really. I'm sorry.
Okay, I only have one argument against what Frank's saying, right? On the face of it, that sounds like common sense from Frank, right?
Well,
but then, hold on a second. What if somebody goes, well, hold on a minute. We should have had a throw-in before they went up the field and got the corner. I mean, how far do you go back?
That's true.
At the end of the day, you have to make rules.
That's true.
And once you decide on it for the good of the game, because we can't keep refereeing every single decision. Once you make that rule about how you can and can't involve VAR, then you have to stick. Somewhere along the line, you've got to stop and stick to what you decide on.
But they're fighting for their lives. They conceded from a corner, Frank, that should have been given as a goal kick at Bournemouth last weekend as well. This is 2 games in a row. You can see why Sean Dyche is annoyed. They're fighting for their lives in the Premier League.
Yeah, and I'm just saying a fair point in a way that's a direct consequence of the conceding a goal in that matter. I agree with Stevie, and I had that discussion with Michel Platini before VAR came on, and he was against it because he said, when do you start watching and making sure that there wasn't any mistake? There is no answer for that, but the fact that the ref decides that there is a corner, it's a direct consequence of the goal allowed. That's the only thing matters. That's why I'm saying that it should be disallowed. And you don't care if, like, 10 minutes before there was a wrong throw-in given to the other team. But it's difficult. I understand, Stevie. And we just discussed about it, but that's too much. That's too much for me. And twice in a row, that's a bit too much for Nottingham.
But they did rescue a point at the death here thanks to that stunning goal from Amad Diallo. Let's hear what Rúben Amorim had to say after the game.
I think we did some things well. I think also that our level of energy, we drop a little bit. And when our team drop a little bit the energy, you can feel it. We can play well, but is not in full power, but my feeling is that the players really tried, and they tried during the week and they tried today. In the past, if we had this kind of bad 5 minutes and we suffered 2 goals, we didn't recover. Today is a different feeling. You can sense that we could not win this game, but we are not going to lose, and that is a feeling that a big team sometimes have to have.